Hey guys, Birchwood11 here with a review on Magical Mystery Gear, the season finale of My Little Pony Season 3. Note, this is my first My Little Pony review and my second review in general. The reason why I'm reviewing this is because I thought this was the perfect episode to give my opinions on, and I've been thinking of doing a review on a My Little Pony episode for a while. Anyway, My Little Pony belongs to Hasbro and not to me, and let's get started.
Really appreciate it if you calm down and maybe rest for a bit. Look.
From before the episode even aired, I started wondering about the pacing of the episode. They're apparently going to include a coronation for Twilight Sparkle, while still including a seemingly unrelated plot. When the episode finally aired, a lot of people complained that the episode felt too rushed. My brony friends, people on Equestria Daily, even the YouTube comments were complaining. I'm pretty sure anyone, though, would admit that the pace was definitely quicker. They began the episode with a Disney-like musical number, and the plot of the episode was revealed within the first minute. After a short talk with Rarity and a couple of lines from Rainbow Dash, the episode heads into yet another song. In total, the episode manages to squeeze in 7 songs. This is a lot of songs for an episode just over 21 minutes. Before you say that it's impossible to have a 21-minute episode with 7 songs and have it not feel rushed, there was actually a Powerpuff Girls episode which had 10 songs in the same amount of time. In the case of this episode, the large amount of songs acts as a double-edged sword. We get some awesome songs, but at the same time we lose a lot of the narrative, which is why I think it felt so rushed. Comparing this to the Powerpuff Girls episode I mentioned before, they avoided this problem by making the entire thing nothing but songs, and having a very simple plot. Magical Mystery Gear tries to fit in a full episode storyline with 7 songs into only 1 episode, and for that reason, the episode did feel rushed. However, that's not to say the episode was bad. The overall plot was great, and there were plenty of great moments.
Looky here at what I made, I think that it's a dress. I know it doesn't look like much, I'm under some distress. Could y'all give me a hand here and help me fix this mess? My destiny is not pretty, but it's what my cutie Mark is telling me.
I'm in love with weather patterns, but the others have concerns, for I just gave them frostbite over top of their sunburns. I have to keep on trying, for everyone can see it's got to be
My destiny.
And it's what my cutie Mark.
It's what my cutie Mark. Yes, it's what my cutie Mark is telling me.
And apparently Princess Celestia bought every episode off of iTunes. I see what you did there, Hasbro, plugging your episodes like that. Anyway, there are a couple more things about the songs I wanted to mention. I've always been a big fan of musicals, so this episode was awesome in that way. In fact, my new favorite My Little Pony song would have to be What My Cutie Mark Is Telling Me. I've always loved the songs with the entire music singing, but I think this pulls ahead of the rest in terms of composition. A True Friend is great too, for the same reasons, and the rest are pretty average. If you recall my double-edged sword metaphor from before, I personally think that the good outweighs the bad. Now for the part that caused the most controversy, Twilicorn. According to writers at a recent convention, Twilight's metamorphosis into an alicorn was planned way back in November 2011. That's right, way back when Sonic Generations was released, the writers were bouncing around ideas and came up with Alicorn Twilight. Now I can see why people were against this idea. When I first realized that there were 2 of each Earth Pony, Unicorn, and Pegasus, I had an oh moment. Actually, that's kind of irrelevant anyway. But what I'm saying is that having an alicorn kind of unbalances that consistency, but in a way that might make Rarity stand out a bit more, which is good, since her and Applejack are probably the 2 that lack the most screen time. Random trivia here, Spike at Your Service was originally meant to be the Rarity episode for Season 3. Anyway, Twilight's transformation into Alicorn adds a sense of continuity, which I think is great. Twilight was sent to Ponyville to learn the magic friendship. If she just stayed there as Celestia's student for 20 whole seasons, it would get pretty ridiculous. The fact that she's actually growing in the series is great. Another popular concern is that the old Twilight will be gone and she won't get to stay with the main six anymore. Unfortunately, that wasn't answered in the season finale. We'll have to wait for season 4 for that. Staff has tweeted multiple times, though, about the concern, but it's still a mystery. In any case, the musical feeling of the episode was spectacular, and although it may have been a little rushed, the overall episode was still thoroughly enjoyable and a great season finale.